When you think of the golden age of third baseman, who comes to mind? Throughout baseball history, the hot corner has been home to some of the game's most iconic legends. From Brooks Robinson to Alex Rodriguez to Evan Longoria, we've seen some amazing third basemen over the years. But did you know that back in 1972 and 1973, Mike Schmidt, George Brett, and Buddy Bell would all start their careers and go on to become the first trio of third basemen to all post a B-WAR of over 50 before their age 32 seasons, all at the same time, and that their games were not carbon copies of each other. Mike Schmidt, George Brett, and Buddy Bell all dominated the hot corner in the 70s and into the early 80s. By the numbers, Schmidt was the slugger, Brett the all-around producer, and Bell was the defensive ace who also could hit a little bit. If you wanted to call it the golden age of third baseman, you absolutely could.
Don't tell me how to feel. Yeah.
But what if I told you that they actually have some competition? Because this trio is no longer alone. Following the 2024 season, Jose Ramirez, Manny Machado, and Nolan Arenado became the second trio of third basemen in baseball history to accomplish this very same feat. And what's even cooler, that by the numbers, each of our modern-day superstars actually sort of fits one of those very same labels as the legends from back in the day. But who is who, and what can we predict for our current stars based on how their legendary counterparts fared after their age 31 seasons?
Saddle up,
baseball fans, because this isn't just a comparison. This is a debate about greatness, legacy, and the evolution of the position itself. All to answer not only if we are in the golden age of third baseman, but also which era is the true golden age of third baseman. Mike Schmidt might be one of the best baseball players ever.
How do you not know Mike Schmidt? He's a Gold Glove winner and perennial All-Star.
Calling him just one of the best third basemen ever would be doing him an injustice. He was a 12-time All-Star, 6-time Silver Slugger, 10-time Gold Glover, won 3 MVPs, is 25th all-time in B-WAR, and hit over 500 home runs, all at the hot corner. He is a Hall of Famer for a reason. And guess what? A large chunk of that production came prior to his age 32 season. He posted the third most B-WAR for third basemen through their age 31 seasons ever, with 66.9. He hit a whopping 314 home runs to go with 227 doubles, 878 runs batted in, and a 263 batting average. That's arguably a Hall of Fame career on its own. But did you realize that through their age 31 season, Mike Schmidt had less hits, home runs, doubles, RBIs, and had a lower batting average than Manny Machado? Sure, that's in 400 less games for Schmidt, but Manny Machado has been an absolute beast to start his major league career. Having debuted in 2012 for the Orioles, spending a hot minute in Los Angeles, and ultimately now leading the Padres, Machado has posted a B-WAR of 57.8 with 1,900 hits, including 342 nukes, 363 doubles, over 1,000 runs batted in, and a 279 batting average. And defensively, neither Schmidt nor Machado were slouches. Schmidt posted 107 defensive runs saved prior to his age 32 season. Machado posted 92. Again, very similar. So does this mean Manny Machado is a Hall of Famer? Honestly, yes, but he is just now entering his age 32 season in 2025. One of the biggest things that made Mike Schmidt so great was how long he was actually great for. He posted an additional 40 Baseball Reference wins above replacement after his age 31 season. Only Adrian Beltre has more for third baseman all time with 41.1. But Schmidt also hit 234 nukes, 181 doubles, and drove in another 717 runs after he turned 32. Only Darrell Evans has more nukes and RBIs for third baseman over 31. So no, Manny Machado is not Mike Schmidt.
You're damn right.
Yet. But strictly by the numbers, through their age 31 seasons, their games are actually very similar. They are both big-time power-hitting third basemen who drive in runs and play Gold Glove caliber defense. Machado just needs to stay at this level for, what, the next decade, give or take? I believe. But even though the chicks may dig the long ball, what about the all-around producers? You know, the guys with a little more speed. I just did a video on one of the most underrated superstars in baseball today, Francisco Lindor. Please go check it out. But honestly, the subject of that video could have been his former teammate in Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. You want to talk about underappreciated superstars? Jose Ramirez? Well, he's your guy. After debuting in 2013, or just one season after Machado, Ramirez has been nothing short of dynamic with the Guardians at the hot corner. The switch-hitting maestro has also posted a B-WAR over 50 before his age 32 season. He has also hit bombs, doubles, and driven in runs. In fact, he has the 4th most doubles with 364, 11th most nukes with 255, and 14th most runs batted in by third basemen prior to their age 32 seasons with 864. He's also played a solid hot corner, posting 31 defensive runs saved during this time. He may not be as big of a masher as the previous 2 third basemen, but what makes Ramirez special from either Schmidt or Machado? Speed, baby!
I feel the need for speed.
I mentioned the doubles, but Jose Ramirez has also stolen 243 bases through his age 31 season. That speed element is something that makes Ramirez one of the most dynamic players in baseball. That and his ability to switch hit. But did you realize that by the numbers, through his age 31 season, Jose Ramirez actually compares quite nicely to Hall of Famer George Brett at the same point in his career. Having debuted in 1973, or just 1 year after Schmidt's, George Brett, the Kansas City legend, also posted a B-WAR higher than 50 prior to his age 32 season. He hit 163 nukes, 362 doubles, and drove in 866 runs while stealing 141 bases from 1972 through 1984. And defensively, solid as a rock. His 55 defensive runs saved are actually way more than Ramirez. Brett also had more than double the amount of triples as Ramirez. Ramirez did have almost 100 more nukes though. Just like Ramirez, George Brett has that beautiful blend of power, speed, hitting ability, and defensive prowess. He also hits left-handed. Ramirez and Brett are both small market superstars who, through their age 31 seasons, have posted very similar numbers. But just like Machado, Ramirez will have to continue to produce to reach Brett's legendary status. Brett's best season power-wise was actually his age 32 season, when he hit 30 nukes and 38 doubles for the Royals. Now, he did have to move away from the hot corner starting in 1987 too, which did impact his overall B-WAR numbers, but Brett would go on to hit another 150 plus nukes following his age 31 season on the way to the Hall of Fame. Ramirez is not George Brett, but boy, do those numbers look similar.
Same, but different.
And unlike Brett, Ramirez had maybe his best season in his age 31 season. He tied his career high with 39 nukes in 2024, and if he can maintain this level of play and stay at third base, his B-WAR could surpass Brett's without necessarily outproducing him. But speaking of maintaining a certain level of defensive production, by the numbers, Nolan Arenado is Buddy Bell with more power. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love a third baseman who is a maestro with the glove. Be sure to check out my Brian Hayes video if you do as well. But it's even better when they also rake. And when I think of modern day maestros of the hot corner who also rake, I think of Nolan Arenado.
I'll allow it.
The Rockies legend, then Cardinal, debuted in 2013, or the same year as Jose Ramirez, and just one season after Manny Machado, and has also been nothing short of fantastic. He also posted a B-WAR more than 50 prior to his age 31 season, making he, Ramirez, and Machado just the second ever trio of third basemen to accomplish that feat at the very same time. From 2013 through 2022, he hit 299 home runs, more than Ramirez, but less than Machado. His 338 doubles were also just less than Ramirez and Machado, but he did have more RBIs than Ramirez, with 968 though. Now, speed isn't really a part of Arenado's game, but defensively, that's where he takes the proverbial cake. He posted 155 defensive runs saved prior to his age 32 season. In all of baseball history, there are only 3 other third basemen with a higher R-field prior to their age 32 seasons. And wouldn't you know it, one of them is Buddy Bell. Debuting in 1972, or the same year as Mike Schmidt, Buddy Bell might not be as remembered as much as George Brett or Mike Schmidt, or if he is, it's for his managerial stint with the Rockies.
Memories.
And he's not a Hall of Famer like those two. But through his age 31 season, Buddy Bell, he was a stud. He also posted a B-WAR higher than 50. He hit 136 nukes, or way less than Arenado, but his 299 doubles were actually better than Schmidt's. Buddy Bell did also drive in the least amount of runs of these 6 though too. But remember that R-field number of Arenado's? Well, Buddy Bell posted 9 more defensive runs saved than Arenado prior to their age 32 seasons. Buddy Bell was elite defensively at the hot corner, while also being a very good hitter with decent power numbers, just like Arenado. The big issue with Bell, however, is that he failed to maintain this level of production after his age 31 season. This is where he differs from Schmidt and Brett. Buddy Bell's age 32 season was actually his last really good year. He posted a 6.1 B-WAR while winning the Gold Glove and Silver Slugger for AL third baseman in 1984. He'd then go on to post a B-WAR of just 6 from 1985 to 1989 before his retirement. Unfortunately, we actually do see this a bit with Arenado so far too. His age 31 season with the Cardinals might be his best season in the bigs, factoring in Coors Field of course. But he's posted just B-WARs of 2.4 and 2.5 respectively in 2023 and 2024, and if he really is just like Bell, things are only going to get worse. But by the numbers, from 2013 to 2022, there wasn't a better third baseman defensively than Nolan Arenado, and he was doing it at the same time as 2 other elite third basemen. Even though he had way more power than Buddy Bell, that is exactly what Bell did for the Rangers from 1972 to 1983, while George Brett and Mike Schmidt were getting all of the glory. But all things considered, which era is the true golden age of third baseman? So which era reigns supreme? Well, it's complicated. Mike Schmidt and George Brett are literal legends. They are each Hall of Famers for a reason. But those two would go on to produce after their age 31 seasons too. Buddy Bell was right with them from 1972 to 1983, but just failed to maintain that same level, or else he'd be in Cooperstown as well. Heck, you might think he should be in there now. Let me know down in the comments. But each of them did post more than 50 Baseball Reference wins above replacement before their age 32 seasons, and at the same time, and each in their own unique way. In the history of the hot corner, that had never been done before. It absolutely was a golden age of third baseman. And that's not even talking about the other legends of that era. But there's a new set of sheriffs in town. Jose Ramirez and Manny Machado look to be destined for the Hall of Fame. They are playing some of their best ball as each entered their age 32 seasons. Nolan Arenado may be showing signs of slowing down, just like Bell did, but his career is far from over. And the numbers? Well, they speak for themselves. In fact, by the numbers, what Ramirez, Machado, and Arenado have accomplished through age 31 is right in line with those legends from the past. Their stories are just not yet finished. We have the sluggers, the all-around producers, and the defensive wizards who can also rake. We've had 2 moments in baseball history where we had 3 third basemen debut within a year of each other and then go on to put up more than 50 B-WAR before their age 32 seasons. But which one is the true golden age? I'll leave that one up to you. That's gonna do it for today, baseball fans. Thanks so much for watching. Which era is the true golden age to you? Let me know down in the comments. And please, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video. Smash that like button if you enjoyed yourself. I know I did. And please, be sure to check out my other videos too. But until next time, baseball fans, cheers!